This waterfall you see behind me actually became quite the challenge, as the pump I used is actually less than 700 gallons per hour and costs less than $60, and that includes the little filter box that it comes in. I'm going to put a list here of all the supplies that I used for this project and their cost. I already had boulders here on the property that I got to use, so I saved some money there. I'm telling you that up front because a lot of these big, complicated, professionally done water features use thousands of gallons per hour on a massive pump in a huge area and ginormous boulders. And that's not always necessary if you're doing something yourself. So the reason I positioned it here is because this is in line with where my rain gutters come down. So I'm incorporating this pond into some natural looking drainage that comes off of my new house. So I've got the hole mostly dug with the mini excavator, and it's kind of backed out of the hole, doesn't really reach anymore. So I'm gonna have to clean this all up by hand. I need to get my pond liners out and see how big of a reservoir I can do at the bottom. I think my largest piece of liner is 10 feet by 20. So I'm gonna have to align that a certain way and figure out like how I can maximize my supplies. The hill goes like this, down into our reservoir, and then it kind of goes like this, okay? So my plan is to put the reservoir in here with my 55-gallon drum and the pump hose that will go up to the top where water comes out. But I want the pond liner to come up to here because I would actually like to see this in the rainy season fill up above the reservoir, so that I'll have like maybe a foot here and then a foot and a half here. So when the water drops in the summer, it can still run as a pondless waterfall, but in the winter we'll actually have a bit of a pond. We actually have our barrel in here, and it was kind of sliding around, and I was gonna have to fill it with a ton of rock to fill the void. And I don't want to waste rock and buy rock. So we've actually folded the pond liner up over the barrels, and we backfilled all the way around it. So Hazel was helping me chop soil down off the hill. We're gonna pull the liner back now and clean up our edges. It's gonna be low volume, but I think I can make it work. And maybe that'll be part of the challenge, is trying to make it look like a nice, good waterfall with not actually that much water volume. All right, so at this point, I'm trying to get creative. And part of what inspired me to start this piece was a burn pile we had going. Looking at this big old oak tree hollowed out by the fire, I thought it would be a really fascinating water feature piece. And maybe I'm wrong. And if it ends up not looking good, I'll just do something else. And as you guys know, I do these for fun. If over time this rots out and I have to replace it, that's fine. I'll just tear it out and build a new one. But here's my thought. If I could somehow get this built into the waterfall somehow, looking natural, there's a number of ways water flow over the top of it or through it maybe. I could drill a hole on the back and I could have this piece looking cool, sort of sticking off the side of the waterfall, maybe at the top or halfway down. I don't know yet. Point is, I thought this would look cool, so I wanted to try it. My wife has learned one of her favorite things to do out on the property is weed eat. And honestly, I'm not gonna complain, except that now people drive by and they see my wife weed eating and they think it's because I don't wanna do it. I promise you, she's having the time of her life right now.
Sounds about right.
Cool. Ouch. I don't know how this should go.
Oh, water feature is like.
I have never been so unsure about a rock stack before. Like 1 second I'll be looking at this log and be like, ew, I hate it. And the next second I'll be like, actually that looks super cool. And I'm just deciding to move forward on it. And my wife agrees that it'll only look better from here as I fill in around it and put more plants and stuff. So I think in the end it's gonna look great. But right now I'm definitely second guessing every decision right now. I kind of want the water to come down and fill here and then fall that way and then go down. So I'm trying to fill in this, and I'm having a hard time finding rocks that fit in a way that I like them. I thought about doing something like this. But does that look stupid? Just a giant like point right there? I don't know. That's what I'm trying to decide. I didn't mention this yet. I did foam around the back of the log and the two big rocks down below because I've decided that that is permanent. This side is not set in yet, but if I drop the rock on the log, it'll screw the whole thing up. So I have to be really careful here. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing, guys. I don't know how to make these. I'm worried every second it's all gonna fall over. All right, I'm having a rough time putting these down in a way that I like them, so next time you'll see me, hopefully it looks a little more finalized. I think I like what I have so far, but I can't continue on until it's more stable. This one in particular is really just kind of balancing upright at the moment. I got 3 80-pound bags of concrete that I'm gonna dump behind these and pack it in so that all of these rocks are concreted together kind of at the base. And then I'll set in some rocks around them and concrete those in as well. Gonna get that concrete burn. All right, it's a new day. This concrete has been setting for more than 12 hours. It's been like 15 hours, I think, for the concrete to set. This is probably the most exciting part of every project, is when I get the rocks set in place where they're gonna be permanently, and then I actually turn it on for the first time. And we're excited to do that this morning. So, this could be really exciting or also really disappointing. I guess we're gonna find out, but we're gonna plug it in and see how the water flows.
Hey Dad, it's going through the rocks.
I know it's going through the rocks, honey. I didn't quite get the levels right over here.
I like those pockets. That was pretty cool. I like how the log, it's not just the log now. Like I didn't realize you were gonna set in more.
I need to fix this and that where I put the mud, which will also help more water come out this way. Okay.
Cool.
So the concrete timer resets, and I'm gonna pivot and work on cleaning up the lower pond area while the concrete up on the top dries. I drained out most of that really muddy water because I'm going to fill it with some fresh water. The pump is going inside this box, which has a screen on top and then 2 layers of filter inside of that. And I'm hoping that that's enough for this little feature. I'm going to put a link to this pump in the description. It's a small one. It's not meant for lots of water flow, but I'm hoping it filters enough to not have to run into too many problems. Fits into this hole I cut in the basin. So if I go to clean it, I'm gonna take the flagstone off of this, reach in, grab our pump. So let's put our pump in. It looks like it has straps to hold it steady. Cool beans. Alright, there's the pump. I'm gonna fill it up with some clean water while I work some rock around the edges.
I have an Oregon grape. Look at that. Look at that bad boy. He's so pretty. From up there. So I'm gonna put it over here.
Transplanting it off the hillside?
Yes.
Very nice.
Should we put it on the other side of it?
As I say, we should put it over on that left side.
Yeah. Yeah, that blue one over there.
All right, we are 95% of the way done. Even after draining it and refilling it, the water's really dirty just because all the rocks are super dirty. We're taking these right out of the ground here and off the property. So it's going to take several days for the water to clear up. We're going to plug it in and see how it looks after having hopefully fixed the top part of the waterfall. Oh wait, you want to show them to the camera?
These are cattail seeds.
Ooh.
And we are planting them over here.
We are hoping to get some cattails to grow where the downspout dumps all of the water, which will maybe help filter it out. We might plant some grasses over there too. We are still waiting for the water to clear up all that mud, so in the meantime we're putting some plants in it. We got some flowers, and we also got some other like more dry land plants to go around the outside of it. So at this point, I'm basically done. But I was trying to enjoy myself sitting out here, just watching it, looking at it, and listening. And something, I just can't help, it just feels unfinished. This spot at the base of the fall in particular feels really incomplete, but I couldn't decide why. From the very beginning, when I first saw the waterfall, I was annoyed that it doesn't hit directly into the pond. It hits on that little slope. That little slope itself looks unnatural. It looks like I threw rocks there to cover the liner, which is exactly what I did. It's also the most unstable part. Like this rock, you can stand here and it doesn't move. If you step on those, they all slide down the liner and expose everything, which naturally is where my kids want to go stand with the waterfall. Okay, so it's a new day. It rained last night. This water's not clearing up because every time I work on it, I get more dirt into the system. I'm going to redo this. What I do like is that left-hand side, the way it splashes on that flat rock. And I like how this looks coming down. I don't like these rocks here that are loose.
Sure, if you wanted to.
With that, the concrete timer restarts. All right, we're gonna fill it up again and see how it looks. So the water finally cleared up yesterday. I'm really happy with how this one turned out. I'll say it again if you didn't catch it earlier in the video. I know that the oak log is going to slowly rot over time. In the little bit of research I did on my computer, I estimate that I may get several years out of it before it really degrades. But I do these for fun. If it starts to rot, I'll just rebuild it, so it's not really that big of a problem to me. At the moment, I think it looks really cool and I think it looks really natural. So I'm gonna get you some close-up shots here and you guys can let me know what you think. If you wanna see more of these projects or you wanna see me continue this landscaping out from here and cover the rest of my hillside with more water features and plants and whatnot, then subscribe to my channel and follow along. I'm trying to blend water features with the homestead life that we're developing here. So maybe we'll do some aquaponics in the future. We don't know. Thank you for liking this video and commenting below. I'll see you guys in the next one.